Well, just when we thought it was all over, unfortunately, Keir Starmer and Rachel Reeves want to squeeze our balls, our wallets a little bit more. And let's just say, putting a lot of added costs on us, which I guess presumably we could all avoid by doing what they want us to do, and no doubt that means getting an EV. But they should be up to us, shouldn't it, if and when we want to get one, not them, I'm afraid. So why am I saying that then? Well, according to this article, it says that certain motorists will face an eye-watering, wait for this, £1,807 car tax fees within a few months under widespread changes in 2025. So just what's happening then? Well, according to this, it says owners of brand new diesel vans face a hefty hike from April the 1st, 2025, with vehicle excise duty, or VED, or road tax, as it's otherwise known as. Those rates will soar from the spring, and apparently actually the EVs that they all want us to go in are now going to have to start paying tax as well, I'm afraid. So I can't see where the incentive is for us now to get an EV. Unless, of course, you've got a home charger, in which case it's going to cost you more than likely a lot less per mile compared to obviously petrol and diesel. But the cars themselves, they're much more expensive, so I guess it kind of outweighs it a bit, doesn't it? But anyway, it says analysis from experts at Go Compare, found that diesel owners face the sharpest rise of any fuel type, with the highest emission models being the most affected, and that emissions generated from diesel vans will often place vehicles in the top bands of VED in the country. And in total, it is predicted, apparently, according to this, that diesel van owners will spend an extra £14.2 million in tax during this period if sales from last year are matched, and that is only going to go into the public purse, more than likely to fill in the £22 billion black hole that they keep banging on about, which of course we know, in my opinion, is a load of bollocks. But anyway, it says this would equate to a stark increase of £1,807.75 per vehicle over the first half of the 2025/2026 financial year. And apparently, in comparison, petrol van owners, while unfortunately they're not left off either, they will pay an extra £1.2 million in car tax, with the average cost rising by £1,354.85 per vehicle. Now, obviously I could be wrong, but I'm guessing the majority of people who own a diesel van are probably self-employed people. Therefore, they're only trying to make a living, and something like this is going to be a massive kick in the balls for them, along with, of course, all the other lovely surprises, shall we call it, that Rachel Reeves announced in her budget, which more than likely will affect the self-employed more than the rest of us, won't it? Although, admittedly, I could be wrong on that. Because let's face it, because of that employer national insurance that they now have to pay, it's more than likely going to drive up the cost of everything for the rest of us, because let's face it, companies don't like losing their profits, do they? And they're going to surely want to offset the costs as much as possible, aren't they? And I'm guessing as a sweetener, if you'd like to call that, for us going electric, shall we say, the rises of tax for electric and hybrids are going to be a lot lower, according to this. It says, for vans, Go Compare estimates hybrid owners will pay just £254.41 per year under the new changes this year. So there is quite a substantial difference there between, obviously, the cost to diesel owners, isn't there? Roughly about £1,550 difference, isn't it? Which, obviously, they hope, I'm guessing, are going to want to make people go electric, or at least the hybrid routes. Meanwhile, those with brand new electric vans are expected to pay just £10 more per annum in a hardly noticeable increase. So it's going to be even cheaper than hybrid, which I'm guessing I could be right with what I just said. HMRC, though, what have they said about this? Well, they have previously explained the move was to widen the difference, it says, in price between all three fuel types. They commented, vehicle excise duty first-year rates are paid for the first year of a car's life cycle at the point of registration and vary based on emissions. And from April the 1st, 2025, the vehicle excise duty rates will be changed to widen the difference between zero emissions, hybrid and internal combustion engine cars, or normal ones as the rest of us like to call them. From the 1st of April 2025, zero emissions cars will pay the lowest first year rate, because let's face it, EVs have had, let's just say, quite a good road tax rate so far, haven't they, of sweet FA since they came out, as far as I'm aware. Either way, this will, in my opinion, affect quite a lot of people, and I'm guessing, unfortunately, the government will all be too happy with that, eh?